Hey y'all, this is the legendary Sonny G, Sonny with an O, not a U.
And this is your boy Sterling Moody.
And we are Effa Podcast.
Effa Podcast.
And thank you for listening to us. So make sure you tune in to Effa Podcast, a real N-word podcast where we talk about
real N-word stuff.
That's it. So make sure y'all tune in.
Effa Podcast.
Effa Podcast. Welcome to Effa Podcast.
Effa Podcast.
Effa Podcast. So, you know, you can say it like Effa Podcast. You can say it like F-A Podcast, which is funny ass podcast.
Yep.
Or you can say Effa Podcast, which means blessing in West African language. I can't remember right now because I looked it up once, thought I was smart, and then forgot it.
What's a phrase that you've heard that you were like, I didn't know what it meant till you heard it, you know, someone explained it to you? Like for my phrase, it was like I wasn't fluid in West Side. And the phrase was really goddamn. You know?
Goddamn.
Yeah, like I didn't know it meant so many things.
The crazy thing about Atlanta is goddamn means something different depending on what side you want. Because like a West Side goddamn is completely different than East Side goddamn. You know?
Yeah, like goddamn could mean like I'm thinking. It could, you know, like, man, what you doing, man? Goddamn, now he thinking. You see what I'm saying? Like that's really you vibrating your brain warmer than
But see, on the East Side, goddamn is a warning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Boy, you better get your goddamn.
Yeah.
And see, the longer the is determine the danger.
Yeah,
like a quick, and this thing, like the older people have a real quick goddamn. It's goddamn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's a. Oh man, I'm frustrated. I didn't know this was happening.
I don't have a particular word. However, when I got out here, it amazed me that native Atlantans put R's after most words with U's in them. So like it's not music, it's merzik.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I learned that because I was in Walmart one time and a guy was like, "Hey man, yo, pick up my mixtape. It's only $10." And I'm like, "Oh, so you a rapper?" Nah, I ain't a rapper, but you know, I fuck with the merzik. You do what? I fuck with the merzik. I don't know what you just said. You do what with the what now? But now that's like older people that's from Atlanta. They don't say excuse me. It's scare me.
Yeah.
Scare. Hey, me lady, scare me.
Man, you remember when "fi" was the term? Fi. Whatever that thing. Fi. Like I grew up like, you know, around older dudes. So I always picked up on their slang. And like it's slang that I've heard only in Augusta that I didn't even know didn't make it to Atlanta. Like slang for a vagina, which is not right, the right way to, you know, to pronounce it. But you know, slang for a vagina is nudie crunk.
Nudie crunk.
Yeah, and I love that term. Like
nudie crunk.
Yeah, she about to give me some nudie crunk. Like I had never heard that term anywhere else, and I heard it when I was like 13 in Augusta, and I heard a bunch of people saying it. And I was like, what is nudie crunk? And I'm online Googling for nudie crunk, and I don't know how to spell it. And I'm pretty sure somebody was trying to say nutty crunch, and just couldn't spell like the snack cake. And I'm like,
he about to give me that nudie crunk.
That nudie crunk, you know what I'm saying? So anytime, like I think vagina, like it's always nudie crunk. Like that's always been my word for vagina. But no, I can't say it to nobody because if I'm like, girl, let me get that nudie crunk, she gonna be like, that sounds gross. And I'll be like, it tastes delicious.
So let me tell you, in Cincinnati, where I grew up, at first, when the word cock was used, we all thought it was the female part. So chicks was going around talking about, lick my cock. And we didn't know no better. We sit there, you know, just listening to it or what have not. And later on, once I figured it out, I realized like how wrong now, you know, everything that they were saying back then was. So it's not a clitoris, it's a click.
Click. Bro, I hate that. First off, ma'am, I can't eat it if you don't know what it is. like it's a
lick my click. That's not what you
have. Do
have.
you have a clitoris?
That's not.
You got a clicker. That sounds like a remote.
It sounds like an old
I'd
mouse.
rather lick a old mouse.
It's an old mouse. Click. That matter of fact, it sounds like the middle button that you used to scroll with. That's what a clitoris sounds like. It's that middle button.
Oh man, she got a
There's
clitoris
left click,
over there.
right click, and the clitoris. Make sure you yeah.
The clitoris.
The clitoris.
Oh God, but you know what though? We do live in a digital age.
Yeah.
So you know
we're so far into the digital age that stuff that originally defined the original age is the digital is obsolete.
Yeah.
I never thought that DVDs and Blu-rays would just disappear. Like, did you notice they didn't even, there was no fade out. Like when it went from VHS to DVD, there was a fade out. There was like, all right, y'all better get all this stuff on DVD now because we about to stop making it on VHS. Yeah. When Blu-ray first came out, it was like, all right, now y'all might want to start getting the Blu-ray. It's got special edition and the extra features and stuff. But then like,
it was like digital.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, now you got to log in.
Yeah, and no, this is the only way you're gonna get it.
Yeah, you got a DVD player. We don't even put this on DVD.
Can you stream to your DVD player?
Right? Do you have internet? If you don't have internet.
Do you remember when you could stream on Netflix, but you had to put the DVD into your device first? Yes. And then it would load Netflix like a movie?
I remember when Netflix was mainly a mailing service. Yes. It wasn't even, you couldn't stream anything. They sent you a DVD, you sent it back.
And Netflix had Flixster and I think it was Flixster, and Flixster dissolved.
Yeah, well, that's what they ended up making
Netflix into,
because Flixster was streaming, but it was so slow and glitchy. Yes. It was like watching. So I don't know, because again, you're younger than I am. I know G Wade knows exactly what I'm talking about. Back in the day, cable. So when you were a kid,
talk about them channels,
boy. But see, we got so excited about the fuzzy channels. The fuzzy channels was you swore up and down. You see, hey, that right there. I know what that is.
Look,
you swore up and down.
On, all you hear is
right, and everybody's waiting for a certain squiggly line so you can see.
Look, the channel would rotate, y'all. Like, y'all don't know this, but the channel would rotate literally, like you would see the girl's head go down the screen, and then you see her feet come back down the top of the screen, and it would just keep doing that. But if you paid attention real close, you could catch like a nipple or a breast if you was going to, like, because back then you remember they had the Playboy channel and the Spice channel.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't like you could just, like, in today's age, kids actually aren't into porn like that. I found that out. Kids aren't looking at porn like that in today's age because it's there.
It's so available. Yeah. Like with our generation, it was so okay. So my dad used to get these magazines called Adam and Eve. Yeah. And they had, like, different stuff you could order, different videos and stuff you could order. And that to me was pornography. I had a stash of Adam and Eve catalogs.
You were better than me because so what happened was my grandma had, and this is going to sound horrible, but there used to be the Macy's catalog. And I feel like you really need to expose your child to porn at a certain age,
so that they know
what porn is coming. Because if not, they can go find it themselves. See, I was beating off to the Macy's catalog right after looking through the Toys R Us catalog. You know what I'm saying? So either book could be sticky. You don't know. But it was like you ain't never beat your stuff till you done beat it to beige bras and black solids, like real granny panty. Like that was my boy. She fine, this little like Ethel wearing, like it was bad. Like, but everybody I know in my generation got that, unless your cousin had like a DVD that you bought. And then there were the guys who got smart. And when I was in high school, this is before porn was really on DVD. You could get a CD and load the clips up offline and put them on the CD. And so my generation was the generation that made compilation tapes. Right. Y'all generation had it's about 45 minutes in this one porn scene. You gonna see her come in, you gonna see all this type of stuff on them.
No. So my dad used to get sample VHSs.
Okay.
The VHS was 45 minutes all together, but it was like 20 scenes at 2 minutes apiece. Yeah. So you really didn't get to see nothing good. You just got to see like the lead ups. So my version, my idea of pornography was always the lead up. It was always you have a nasty stain on your pants. Mm-hmm. Let's take those off. And it's like, everybody else would be like, oh, this is about to get good. I'm already like,
See, and I'm going to tell you, really, that's why a lot of people don't understand is the reason why Instagram uses 15-second video clips is because back in the day when you got the porn sample, it was only 15 seconds. And they know that's what we grew up on. That's why Instagram girls only really fine for up to a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
attention spans are much shorter now.
It is, man. And
songs are shorter.
It's because of the porn, bro. It's because of the porn. Like, a lot of people don't understand. You never went through that whole thing of, I want to watch this particular porn star naked, and I don't have the internet to download a video, so I have to go to LimeWire and get the picture because that's all I can do.
Or if you were really dedicated, I have to go to the adult
library,
video store.
yeah.
No, I have to go to the adult video store,
Okay.
and I have to ask the clerk
what she's in.
Yeah, hey, what movies? Do you know what movies?
Like nowadays, a lot of people don't know this, but there's like I think it's IAFDB or something like that, but it's the adult film movie database, and they have the porn stars, their stats, every single movie they've ever been in, every type of scene they've ever done, and it lets you know, like, a girl might have 150 scenes, but she might have only shot like 100 scenes, and they took that scene and moved it.
Oh yeah, they recycle scenes in different movies.
Well, back in our days, it wasn't like that. So there was only like 4 kinds of porn. There was, and like today, there's just so much porn now. But there was big boob, big ass, anal, girl, and that came in shades.
Yeah, I was gonna say ebony was.
That's it. So it came in shades.
I like how porn is the only genre of media that thought to themselves, "What's the least offensive way we can call black people?" Like every other industry was like, like blaxploitation movies and everything. Like they're like, just say black. Porn was like, it's ebony. Okay,
but see, that's actually why like the black people are still coming up today. Like because if I want to look at an Asian girl on Pornhub, Asians have Asian. They have Japanese, Korean, Chinese. They have literally several different sections of the porn community. Yeah. Hispanics have Latina, Hispanic, Brazilian. They have it's by different nationalities and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get black and it's ebony. It's not even black. And then if I put black in the tags for my video, no one will find my video because everybody is like in the black porn community. We've already known if I type in ebony, I'm getting a girl. Black is referred to for big black dick.
Oh yeah,
black dick. It's always going to be a dude if you type in black.
When you type in black, you are immediately going to get a thumbnail with 12 inches all meat. Just immediately, like you was like, I didn't want to immediately see that. I wanted to work into it. Like,
and this is what's so bad. Like you have a lot of black girls who don't want to be black, and they're getting with these white guys. And when they label their videos, it really shows you the type of person they are and how they don't believe in themselves as a black girl.
Subjugation.
They don't tag themselves as black. I'm looking for you. I came for you. I bought the pass to the site for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go through, like, you a minority. We only make up 13% of the country.
Subjugation by itself is its own genre. It needs to be, because I've noticed that like when it's a black man on a white woman, it's always, this is her deepest, darkest fantasy. She's doing something wrong by doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's always she's sneaking out on her husband, or she's accidentally, doing something with her lawyer. But when it's a white woman, or sorry, when it's a black woman and a white man, it's always like he's got to dominate her. He's got to be, and she takes it.
Do you remember when, if you watched black like a black girl on a white? That's why they just stopped having intros after a while. But if you watched a black woman and a white man, every other scene, the intro was either she got caught stealing.
It was always
basically gonna rape her. Like he basically is going to,
if you don't want me to tell,
that's rape, yo. Like we didn't think about this in our generation.
That's what I said. Subjugation. Yeah. It's always subjugation.
Been some empowerment stuff of the worst kind. Like you could have just said like, hey, I like black girls.
I think you're hot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it was never that. Like the black girl always was like lower, and then now it's hit.
She's always a maid.
Dude, have you seen Latina porn?
Yeah.
Like it is nothing but she's a maid.
She's a maid. Every single one.
Every Latina porn star is a maid in every video.
So listen, the crazy part about that is you don't even have to search maid like you were talking about earlier. Yeah. You just type in Latina and the first 5 pages are maid.
Maid.
Automatically.
That is racist.
That horribly.
Like I know porn, most people don't think about stuff like this, and you're probably gonna be like, those guys aren't like the type of guys that we thought they were, because hey man, we don't, like, we're nerds, and nerds analyze everything. So while you're sitting up here thinking you've been objectified, you don't realize I am full-heartedly over here campaigning for you, bitch. And I mean that in that way. And people say, like, why would you say that? And I'm like, because I call people bitches sometimes. I also call my partners nigga. You know, it just depends. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I don't value you. When this guy in this video calls you that, he's also dressed you like a maid. He's also made you sell oranges on the side of the street, and he's coming to pick you up in a van. He slapped you so hard
on your ass that he's made sure to leave not just a handprint that says I was there, but a red. You know what I'm saying? He's changed the color of your skin.
Abuse.
Yeah. This is an abuse mark right here.
Like, it's gotten so weird because like I'm starting to see a lot of people where it's this whole. Like, I'm fine with you being into, like, bondage and stuff and BDSM, but it's got to the point where I'm seeing a lot of, when you go and you type in that on, you know, the internet, you're getting black girl being, you know, chained up and stuff by a white dude, and it's always just got this little air of, like, she only messes with white dudes, and he's doing this, and, oh, believe me, he'll leave for a white girl, but he's doing this because he feels like he's empowered to, you know, be over a black girl. And I'm like, dude, man, it's not cool. Like, there's so many black chicks out there that are beautiful. And
by the way, I just want everybody listening to know that was not supposed to be today's topic.
Nah, man, we just got here.
Somehow we just got here, so we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
we'll just do the next topic for the next show.
I'm sorry,
but here we are.
Like, it's weird because, you know, like as much as I'm into porn, like, I think the representation of black women in a lot of stuff
it'll piss you off.
Yeah,
it'll piss you off.
And it's not just black women. I mean, like because when you look at the black culture, you have to look at a lot of other subcultures and races, because black people are an amalgamation of everything, because everything technically came from
us. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when you look at, you know, okay, if think about it like this, people, if black people cared about how they were treating Hispanics, then they would treat us better, because they realize, oh snap, the blacks notice that the Hispanics are being treated poorly. So then the Hispanics and the blacks team up. Now we're no longer black and Hispanic. We are the minority majority. So when you sit down and you say, okay, now we got spending power, you know, now we can do stuff like this, people are going to, you know, think of us different.
I like how we went from porn to woke. So like in 0 to 60, like there was no like segue. It was just like 1 minute it was like, yeah, so I like face down, ass up. And then the next minute it was like, go out and vote, people.
Yeah, man, for real though. Cause like, think about it. When you read the comments in porn, it lets you know exactly how people are.
Oh man, they're so disgusting.
It's disgusting because you got to think about it. That moment you bust that nut, that is the clearest thought you have, and you can't type with a hard dick. So I mean, you can, but I mean that's usually not the first. Like nobody's in the middle.
It's gonna be spelling errors.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have punctuation problems.
That lets you know when these guys are writing these real racist comments under these porno comments. That is real. That is them at their clearest mind. I have busted and I am not going to sleep. I have stayed awake just to type this. And that's them.
The thing that really confuses me is when the comments are like derogatory and complimentary at the same time. So it's like, man, that nigger bitch really knows how to take some dick. And you're like, I'm not sure which one of these I should address first.
Like, I don't know.
Like,
like it's so weird. You know, it's tough because, you know, like I really want to support you. And I really... like, oh man, I'm so frustrated because we're doing it to ourselves. Like the other part of that is the OnlyFans thing.
We were just talking about, so that's a good getting into that, because so now being Instagram famous as a model now is really like
a nice prostitute.
Not even that. 15 years ago, it was being a model in King magazine, Smooth. What was the Black Men? Like what was the?
It was King, Smooth, Black Men, and there was
one for big girls. It was like Curves or something like that. It was
like, and then you had the Smooth Girl, which was like hey, Smooth. This one has no articles. It's just women. And I bought that religiously, but hey, that was the only place I could see black women that looked like real black women.
Right.
And then all the Instagram girls that you think now are fine, they used to be in that if they're old enough. Delicious was in Smooth Girl. You know what I'm saying? Like Malaya was in Smooth Girl with a pink pole in her ass.
My favorite magazine girl, Vida Guerra.
Yes. And see, they were thick then. And then our generation was like, hey, y'all know they make doctors with knives. They can make your booty twice as big. You know what I'm saying? And sisters got that from the other side. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, hey, you can't do what you want to your body. You know what I'm saying? But
plastic surgery was an exclusively white women thing.
It was, and
20
we
years
used to
ago.
look at plastic surgery as insecure.
Yeah,
like the black community used to look at plastic surgery 100% as you are insecure and you're lame. And then strippers were like, well, I can make a little more money if I get this. I can make a little more money. No, because see, it's like this. You were either supposed to shake ass, and God said who was supposed to do it, because he the one that gave him the cheeks. So if God didn't give you them cheeks for it, maybe it wasn't for you. You should have went to the club for the titties.
There be some fat asses in church, boy.
Oh man, that's why. Look,
I can't even go no more. There's no way I can pay proper tribute to the Lord. And Sister Clarice done wore that tight sundress for the third Sunday in a row.
Bruh,
then she wanna stand up and jump every time she get the ghost. No, bruh. I can't. I'm gonna do this from home. I'm gonna do the online service.
I love church, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is off topic. Don't let your kids go to vacation Bible school past the age of 11, because they are fucking
8. I my very first time fingering a chick,
bruh.
Vacation Bible school,
bruh. When I was younger, the first titty I ever sucked,
Vacation Bible school?
My mama was upstairs praying with this chick mama for about 4 hours. Like, they in there warring with God. They got holy oil and candles and all that stuff, and they've been walking through the house, and I done got it timed out. I mean, you can hear them praying, and I'm in the basement sucking the hell out of this titty.
I remember. You remember teen lock-ins?
Yeah,
teen lock-ins are probably the
horrible
worst.
That's why the pregnancy rate's so bad.
I don't understand what. And then on top of that, because the adults who volunteer never stick around to make sure that the teens don't get into trouble. It's kind of like they're like, "Hey, we're gonna have Bible study for 45 minutes, and then the rest of the time you can do whatever you want to do." I can stop being a teenager for 45 minutes. Man. What I'm not gonna do is stop being a teenager for the other 6 hours that I can't do anything. I remember
the first lockout I went to, when I was like, this is fun. And then the kids my age were like, this is fun. And we lost all the other old kids. We lost them for like 3 hours. We couldn't find any of the older kids.
They went upstairs.
And they went up. Yeah, that's what they was doing. Like when we realized, we were like, why y'all all in there? And they were like, go lay down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
this ain't got nothing to do with you.
This ain't got nothing to do with you. And then I didn't know what was going on. I got older and I was like, oh, they were doing what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
rite of passage when you realize, you're like, oh, this is what the upstairs is for.
Like, I'm telling you right now, all the little kids, like, don't ever drag your kid to church, because your kid is going to be like, well, I'm going to go to the youth church. Youth church is the worst church. It is the worst part of church, because it's really just kiddie club. Like, I mean, like, you like, hey man, what you doing? I'm wearing my best clothes. I'm about to go in here and I'm about to dance. I'm about to praise God. Shout over there, gonna sing. And then as soon as they done, we gonna sit in the back of this church and I'm gonna talk to you while he up there talking about somebody going through something. So while he up there talking about Job and, his wife and all that, you got any pictures in your phone? You're going to do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like
church women were like the first women to get dick pics before it was cool. Before there was even sending a instant message.
Yeah.
Like, church women were like the first ones. Like, you would slip it into the program. Like, you get the special program, and then it just happens to have Deacon Davis's.
I'm going to tell you how bad I know church was, because my dad was a pastor. And
an ordained minister.
Yeah. And he was his thing was, he was like, yeah, man, it's fine to be a pastor, because the pussy is just like right there. And it didn't make sense until I got older.
Yeah,
but like I was like, oh man, this makes so much sense. Where you gonna find a single mom? Church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where you gonna find somebody who going through a rough relationship? They just got out of a relationship.
Oh yeah.
Church, trying to get their life together. I remember it was this one girl. My mom had hooked me up with this girl. She didn't know I was a heathen, and the girl didn't know either, but the girl was a heathen too. And I was going to the gym. I've gone on some weird first dates. And so me and this girl are going to the gym for our first date. And we go to the gym, and she tall, she light skinned, she is fine. Like, I mean, she got them things on her, I'm like, okay. So we end up going to the gym. We leave, we go to Waffle House. While I was cool, she's telling me about her life and shit. You know, like when we talking and everything is beautiful. You know, like I'm trying to be real nice because I'm like, I don't want you to know that I'm a disgusting person. You ain't found that out yet. You know, we got to hang out twice before that you find it out. You don't even realize that I smoke weed, which is really gonna blow your mind because that's all I do. You know, and yeah, like I'm sitting up there. And we get in the car, and you know I'm talking to her about the type of stuff that I'm talking about, and you know at the time I was really into sex, and so I started talking about that, and she's talking about it, and she's real cool with it, and then she looks me in my face and says, "You probably never had your dick sucked right," and I was like, "Boy, what? Let me find out now." And she said, "You'll find out another day," and I was like, "Okay," and I walk inside and I lay in the bed, and she texts me and says, "I can't hang with you no more. Because I'm trying to get my life right with God. And I feel like I'm a backslide with you." And I was like, I don't give a fuck about that.
I have been the cause of so many backslides. And I'm not even saying that
you can always repent, shawty.
You
can repent.
I'm not even saying that like I'm a playboy or like I got a lot or anything like that. What I'm saying is so many women have used me as their mistake so that the next day when they go to church, you know what I'm saying, like, they feel like that's a weight off their chest. Like, hold on, where was you? Where I wanted you during your whole period. Why do you wait till you want to, you know, repent and then stop doing all that before you want to give it to me?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I will not judge you for being a hoe because that's stupid.
It's
like
crazy.
It's stupid. Like because I'm
dudes who
like
judge women for supposedly being it's like
a little you know, like
they're
homophobic in the opposite way and don't realize it.
They're doing what we would like to do. We would love to be able to just be like, hey, I'm offering it. Who's taking it?
It's like this. I'm gonna tell you why dudes give girls the stigma of hoes, because it's like this. If women were able to go out and have sex and have no stigma with it, those guys feel like they wouldn't get any. Because you think about it, if you say, "Hey, look."
Oh yeah, no, I was a lame back in the day. That was the hoe shaming was definitely a lame sport.
Like it was, man. Because like think about it, you like, okay, look, this girl over here, Jessica. Now she gonna blow this dude, yeah, and you gonna call her hoe. But if you didn't call her a hoe and we were just okay with everybody's sexuality, she was gonna blow him, and then she was gonna blow the rest of your friends, but you were in that mix. And now she a hoe. She got to sleep with this same dude for the rest of college because you called her a hoe. That's why I like kicking it with hoes, because at least you know enough about yourself that you going to put my penis in your mouth. And it's okay. I ain't got nothing wrong with that because you were an adult and I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? But I would never judge you for that. Like, if I feel like for any man that calls a woman a hoe likes other men. Because why would you call her a hoe knowing that's going to make her stop having sex with men, especially if you one of them men? So your end goal of calling a woman a hoe is clearly for you to have sex with a man. And you see what I'm saying? And then it makes no sense, but it makes a lot of sense.
It does. But see, because the thing is, no dude who's calling a chick a hoe is a dude that's on her radar. That's all that, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's not like if she wanted to fuck you, you wouldn't be calling her a hoe. She would be anything else, but she wouldn't be a hoe.
Bro, I don't get it. Like, look, this is Effa podcast. We don't know where the topic is gonna go, but you gonna always get real Sterling. You gonna always get real Sunny. You know what I'm saying? Some days I might come in here a little chill. Some days you gonna see me get hype. I care about our women, and I care about myself touching them women when they say yes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So as long as it's consensual, two adults can do whatever they want. I don't care, woman, man. I'm not into the last part, but hey, man, do you? And I really think there should be more gay men, because the more gay men that there are, the more women is free. So I want everybody to really be comfortable with who they are. If you gay, Bert, go do you, and I will give you bus money to get to him. If you a woman and you think you a hoe and somebody has judged you, we don't know if you a hoe yet, so let's test it out. And I'm sure we'll never hit that number for me to call you a hoe. So, hey, look, I support everybody's decisions, dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And that's what we're going to do in Effa
Hope for Hoes. 2020, Hope for Hoes.
I'm running for office.
Hey, this has been the Effa podcast.
Effa podcast.
I am the legendary Sonny G. Sonny with an O, not a U. I'm not a meteorologist. And my homie here is
Sterling Moody. You can follow me on Instagram at Sterling Moody. You can follow me on Twitter at The Trap Buddha. Yeah.
And I'm on everything as Trap Nerd Sonny. And you can also go and follow and subscribe to our YouTube TrapNerdENT. If you have any suggestions for the show or any questions or anything, you can send us an email, trapnerdent@gmail.com.
Yes.
Other than that, though, y'all be cool like how y'all be cool. Peace.
Effa Podcast.
This is the legendary Sonny G, and thank you for tuning in to Effa Podcast. You can also go ahead and follow us at TrapNerdENT on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can also go to our Patreon if you enjoy what we do and make a donation, patreon.com/TrapNerdENT, and be on the lookout for future events. Sign up for our email list at trapnerdent@gmail.com. Again, thank you for listening. Y'all be cool like how y'all be cool.